Hello everybody and welcome back to Stellaris, where currently the Valert Enlightened Kingdom is preparing to declare war on us. Now, we're preparing to declare on the Otharian Trade Association, but as long as they're preparing to declare on us, we're probably not in a good position to do that. Now, we have these guys still upgrading, so we're not really ready to head out here, but once we are, we'll go quite quickly due to our hyperlane network. So that's absolutely fine. We've got this mining world that needs a job. Okay, I guess for the moment, we'll put in a mining district here. We're going to have a bit of a lack of districts here eventually, so that'll be fine for now. We'll bump this up to fast speed, and advanced combat roles comes in. Okay, cool. We'll go for advanced reactor boosters. The real question is, if they're planning on declaring on us, when? So we're at 74% upgrading here. How are we doing on those anyway? Okay, so these are going to be kind of slow. Kind of slow. Yeah, about 110 days. So if they declare on us, we'll cancel these upgrades and head out. Otherwise, we might start another upgrade round. That might be what we end up doing here. We'll see. Now, Voltamar, it has a lot of resources here. But this is a broken world. We don't have anything to settle here. Which is kind of sad. I was hoping for like a ring world. But here we are. We do have a couple of disabled gateways. Now one is here and one is here. We could start working on upgrading them. I think that's too expensive in terms of alloys for right now. And of course we want to continue to make claims over here, right? We know that we need 96, 128, and 112, which is roughly 300 influence to do that. But I don't want to spend that in case these guys declare on us. I want to be able to claim their territory and take at least some of this in the resulting war. So we'll see what ends up happening with that. One of these just finished their upgrade. Perfect. The other has not finished yet. Okay, now I believe we might have a couple of additional upgrades to do here, like our combat computers. Yeah, because that's currently upgrading. I'm going to cancel these existing upgrades, and we're going to start a new round of upgrades here. I want to just make sure that this is all good. We want to make sure we're on our highest level, right? We need to tick this. There we go. So 1 tick day is fine. We still have level 1 afterburners. Okay, noted. Weapons are fine here. Hyperdrive is fine. So we're going to need to go to the advanced combat computer line. These are going to be pretty small upgrades, to be honest, so it shouldn't take very long to work through these. So we're basically just upgrading our combat computer here. But I want to make sure that we are at absolute peak if they do declare on us. So that is the most important thing here, and we'll get that going right now. Yeah, 276 is very cheap, and they should upgrade pretty quickly as well. Oh yeah, very, very quick. So we're working through that very rapidly. Magnificent. So we're at about 90% and 100%. Now this is going to go a little bit slower because we have a few bigger ships that need upgrading here. Ah, the Vengralium Trium is here. Show us your wares. What do you got? 500 Unity for Trium brand spawning pool simulators. Stimulators. Pop growth speed for 10 years for 500 Unity? That actually sounds pretty good. Deal. So that's done. Now we have advanced afterburners. Okay, and kinetic batteries are going to be coming in too. Noted. Toppled over buildings, crashed spaceships, lumps of melted junk and trinkets burned to a crisp indicate that the former inhabitants of Bayam Prime fled their homes in the midst of a losing battle against a superior foe. The presence of bodies bearing foreign military insignia suggests it may have been infighting between clans of rats native to different homeworlds. Their evacuation efforts were impeded by their unwillingness to abandon their treasured trinkets, and many lost their lives scrabbling to save completely mundane items. One artifact, however, seems to have held a special place in their society, the Rubricator. It appears that they fought long and hard to save it, but ultimately had to leave it behind. Fascinating. Okay, so now the question becomes, oh, we need to build here in Voltam. Absolutely, that is a top priority. We'll get that going. But the question becomes, do we cancel these existing upgrades to get the afterburners online? Okay, all of these are similarly slow. Gotcha. Let's let these finish. And then we'll get the afterburners going. We can't do anything while this is still upgrading, and I don't want to cancel this again right now.
Our construction is complete.
So there's Voltamar done. So next, we could definitely... I'm going to idle this construction ship for right now. I don't want to spend alloys at this moment with us planning potentially 2 wars here. I don't want to spend alloys on more hyper relays since we have our backbone network done. So that's okay. I'm going to idle the construction ship for right now, and these will, of course, build on their own. So that's not a concern. And we're just letting this finish upgrading.
Conceived.
The Galactic Council has been formed. Ah, so the puppeteers finally revealed themselves indeed. The members of the galactic community have voted to establish a Galactic Council. Membership in this august body will be limited to representatives from the 3 most powerful and influential empires in the community. Until a new council is elected, these are the Valert Enlightened Kingdom, the Pictling Imperium, and the Otharian Trade Association, which the Valert and the Otharian Trade Association are preparing to declare war on us. These guys are the Otharians. We want to fight them. The members of the council are expected to lead and safeguard the galactic community. Their increased powers allow them to cut through some of the red tape that so often inhibits the decision-making process in large political institutions. So the puppeteers finally revealed themselves. Well, these guys are currently considered equivalent to us. If that's what they've got, which we don't know that that's what they've got, but if that's what they've got, then they're not equivalent to us. Of course, the Valert are in much the same situation. Okay, so there's advanced reactor boosters done. Let's go for autonomous ship intellects. Sure. We'll grab that. That's 41 months out, but that's okay. Let's finish up this upgrade. That'll be good. We can now piece together what became of the Alani's attempt at immortality. It appears that far from bringing them everlasting life, they created a terrible menace. A swarm of microorganisms capable of multiplying rapidly and almost instantly devouring any organic matter, as must have happened to our team's lost member. The resulting cataclysm wiped out much of the population. The survivors splintered into 2 groups. One, unwilling to give up Runa 2, took to the depths, recreating their civilization in airtight pockets, such as the one we found. However, this solution proved unsustainable in the long run, and eventually the microorganism found its way into their habitats. The caves became their tombs. The other group instead went into exile, enforcing a planetary quarantine by utterly obliterating the surface, rendering it uninhabitable. They would henceforth live in small enclaves and dedicate themselves to preserving the lost knowledge of their civilization, eventually morphing into one of the ancestors of the modern Curator Order. Okay, so we could definitely quarantine the planet, allowing careful study, or we could make the microorganism into a fine weapon, and that's what we're going to do. Phenomenal. So the Zafmul doesn't really have anything else to be doing. We'll take it up into Soteria, and we are going to assist research over Soteria Prime. That'll do. Okay, so there's the Valert declaring on us. They're looking for just a humiliation Wargle. Intriguing. So for right now, we're going to make a claim over here. Just the one. And that will allow us to do a Conquer Wargle. Now, we have one of these ships, or one of these fleets rather, upgrading. We're going to send the other fleet out right now, and as soon as this is done, well, we know that these guys are preparing to declare on us as well, separately. One of our fleets should be capable of handling what they've got here in Franfrid. We'll see what ends up happening. We can always make more claims later, right? So for now, I'm going to keep these guys here. For now. And we are going to go into our ship designer. Our corvettes want to have advanced afterburners, for sure. Checking through the rest of this, I know that we did get another upgrade, right? But for now, that'll do. Let's see, we don't yet have kinetic batteries. So that's fine. Let's get these corvettes upgraded. That'll go very quickly. Okay, so there's the Otharians also declaring on us with a Humiliate Wargle. We don't actually care about the Humiliate Wargle, to be clear. So, of course, we're going to do Conquer Claim. And this is very interesting. Because we're going to need to make claims up here, right? But for now, we cannot remove claims while at war, but I want to make additional claims. Yeah, lacking a little bit here. Okay, noted. So 96, 128, and 112. So that's expected. We'll make our way up over this way. And for the moment, we mostly just want to hold the Valert off while we eliminate the Otharians. That's going to be the goal here. Now, we've got this fleet here. We need a general, and we're going to put in army damage and army collateral damage. Yeah, we'll put in Obi-Wan over here, definitely. That'll be fine. And these guys, they're upgraded. So they're going to make their way over to Jardlafon. Seems okay. We just filled up our minerals. I'm going to sell off 10k of those. And let's check in on this up here. Okay, so we've got this mining world. And it is a good mining world. It's just that max mining districts +8, and we've only got 6 here. That's because of tile blockers. Got it. So we'll put in a mining district there. This is a forge world. We need housing. I'm going to do an industrial district. That's fine. This is a mining world here, and we're going to build a mining district here as well. So that all seems okay. Unless they have more than this, we're not really expecting any significant issues here. Now, they're going to be able to break through this station, definitely. We'll arrive here in 90 days, so we'll get there fairly quickly. And we do see them attacking up over here. We're just going to look to hold these guys off, right? But both of these are humiliate Wargles, which would be fine. So we're going to be arriving over here very shortly. We have this council agenda ready, and we're going to activate that. Next, we could go for complex drone pop resource output. Seems good. We're going to grab that. Climate restoration is finished. We're on a war footing. So we are going to go for... Ancient refineries? That would be pretty decent. We're in the system at this time. So we popped in here. They are fighting the station right now. So we're going to turn on our edicts, and that is, of course, going to be all of these, exotic gases for shield boost and focusing crystals. This is going to be a relatively large fight here, but we should actually win this. Now, they are definitely going to be attacking up over here, and we'll head up there ourselves. Cool. And yeah, we easily win this.
Our void hive is under attack.
Beautiful. The new Mystic Order is here, and what do we want? A caravan cruiser for 2,500 energy credits? I'm going to decline that, actually.
Our space hive.
Okay, so these guys are going to enter orbit here and get repairs. We're also going to reinforce that fleet, which is now at full strength. So that seems good. They're attacking in Lothandra. We're mostly just looking to hold them off, right? So we're going to attack Tramboden over here.
Our void hive is
and that seems okay for the time being. So, down here in Jardlafon, I do want to get this repaired, and reinforcements are on the way.
Our hive is under attack.
Yeah, we're being attacked up over this way. They actually, did they back off here? Yes, they did. So we should go over to Lothandra then. We don't actually care about what's going on up here to that big of a degree. We did just establish this colony. So we're going to put in our spawning pools and a synaptic node and a hive district. Perfect. Okay. So we're just waiting on our repairs here, which is almost done at this time.
Our space hive is
There we go.
lost.
And we're going to head into Frinford. So these guys are looking to go to Lothandra and deal with some of these forces, right? We're not actually going to lose any territory if we lose these wars. We have nothing to lose here other than, like, being humiliated, right? There's an order to the Rat's Chaos. In a somewhat official-looking building towards the center of town, there's a digital inventory of every single item, complete with their origins, gross misinterpretations of their intended uses, as well as some highly unhelpful notes on where to find them. The Rubricator, described as a thingamajig maker with magical powers, has us placed to the right of the Empress's lilac ribbon, under her snout swabs, on the four-legged box with the funny face. Wherever that is. Now, I don't actually want to be finishing this at this moment. We're going to idle this construction ship, or more specifically, we're going to send it over to a tech world. Yeah, we'll just assist research here in Bayam Prime. I'm not going to work on this kleptomaniac rats right now because I know that that spawns a scary thing. and we're going to hold off on that for the moment. So at this point, we're attacking Franfrid, and up this direction, we are still in Enkev. Okay, that's definitely taking us some time. There we go. Now we're moving down, and we're going to attack Lysandra fairly soon. So Franfrid is now under our control, right? And this is not particularly challenging over here, no doubt about that. We're going to want... How strong is this? 1548? Okay, let's go start up a bombardment here, and we're going to bring in... I didn't notice this over here. The Valert have invaded through this wormhole. That makes sense. That does make sense. Okay, I should have considered that they were going to do that. I did not. That's on me. So we're going to attack over this direction. The Valert definitely have some forces over here. Okay, so we're going to, for now, again, we're not actually all that concerned about the Valert situation here. It's just a war of humiliation. If we lose this, we reduce our Empire influence gain and pop happiness for 10 years. That's it. Now, we don't actually want to do this. Apparently the Pictlings are in this too. Okay, interesting. But again, we don't actually care about this Valert War. This war we care about. We want to be focused here. Absolutely. So for the time being, we're going to move our armies in over here. So we're going to enter orbit. Now, we only have 752 here right now, and this is 1548. So bombardment here will be fairly necessary. We may also want to think about starting production on a third fleet. The major downside to it... I'm going to do it, but the major downside here is that we would go significantly over our naval cap, right? But a third fleet would definitely be useful for us. So I want to attack Lysandra over here. We've got them attacking here and attacking here. But we want to definitely attack the Otharians. And the main reason why I'm not just instantly surrendering to the Valert here, which I have considered doing, the main reason why is because I want the influence generation for now in order to make claims out over this direction. So we know that we need like 300 total, right? So we can grab this. And we know that we need 112 plus 96. So we'll call that about an additional 200. We've got 66 right now. So we just want to generate the influence that we need first before we end this war, ideally. Okay, so with that all done, we're starting production on a third fleet here. We could also potentially consider hiring a fleet from these guys. How much would this cost? That's actually pretty decent. Where did they pop up? So we just hired this fleet over here in mechas. Okay, it's 7.7k. So that is not really strong enough to intervene over here, but what if they had more fleets that they could hire? What if we just hired all of these? So this flotilla, we're going to need more energy credits to make this happen. Now, we have our edicts up, and we probably shouldn't right now. So let's turn our edicts down for the moment. I don't want to sell off all of our resources there, but we can definitely sell off 10k minerals. And we would like to hire mercenaries, the first Stormwing. Done. So that gives us all of these mercenaries here. And they can head out this direction and start handling this. That basically frees us up to not have to build this battleship. Let's do it. So that sounds good. We're bombarding here at Franford at this moment. And this fleet is on indiscriminate bombardment. There we go. And I want to check in here. Yeah, this Devastation is not amazing. So we will need to deal with that. But that's okay. So these guys are going to be arriving in Zandaban shortly. They should be strong enough to defeat this Valert force that is here. In theory.
Our space hive is lost.
So now we want to go down this direction and hopefully fight off this force. Hopefully.
Technology conceived.
Okay, so we got a couple of techs here. Ancient Refinery sounds good. And from here, of course, we are on war footing. It's really only a tile blocker clearance, so neutronium armor would be good. We'll get that underway. So that's all looking good. These guys are actually bombarding up over here, so this seems reasonably fine. We'll arrive up here in about 20 days, and there we go.
Crushing a hostile
So we eliminate that very, very quickly, right? And then these mercenaries are easily able to take care of that. So we would then move up through here like this and clear that all out. So that looks good. We're negative in energy credits right now, which is mildly problematic for us. And we do have a couple of potentially habitable worlds over here, noted. And yeah, the Pictlings came in over here. That's not shocking. We're mostly just looking to eliminate this fleet right now. So that's exactly what we're going to do.
space hive is
We'll arrive there shortly. In fact, we arrive there now.
Our void hive
And
is
once
under
again,
attack.
we should easily defeat this force. They're trying to flee, but we're going to catch them here.
Our space hive is lost.
Okay. So this is all looking quasi-okay here. These guys are going to be exploiting these wormholes quite a lot, which is going to be mildly painful for us, to be sure. 15% devastation here could definitely be higher.
Engaged.
Okay. So we're currently at 130 influence, right? 130 influence should be enough to make an additional claim here. So this one. And then we know that we need a total of 112.
Our hive is under attack.
Beautiful. So we catch this force
Our
here,
space hive is lost.
and we'll kick
Crushing
them on
hostile
out of here.
hive.
There we go. And then they have an additional fleet coming in here. The question is, are these Pictlings on the way in as well? Oh, that is the Pictlings. Okay. So we'll go fight these Pictlings as well. No problem here. They're not going to be happy about that. And we're just working our way through over
Hostile
this
swarm
way.
engaged.
So here's a question. How close until the Valerts are willing to status quo this? It's actually kind of interesting. We might be able to status quo
Technology
this.
conceived. Crushing a hostile
So we're going
hive.
to eliminate that fleet, no real problem. We'll continue to reinforce this fleet. I would like to come grab this station back.
Our
And then we
space hive
head up
is
over
lost.
here for the moment. Right now, this is looking okay. We've got this in a bit of a holding pattern, and that should mean that things are
Our
reasonable.
hive is under
So
attack.
we're repairing here. Yes, we are. Beautiful. I also... Oh, it's probably because we have automated repair systems. That's fine. I'm going to grab tenacity as well. Automated repair systems means that we should be able to just come straight on up here and eliminate these guys. So that looks good as well. Now we're being invaded up over this way by the Pictlings. That's unsurprising,
Our space
and
hive
it's
is
completely
lost.
fine at this point. I'm not too concerned about that. The Numistic Order shows up. Not interested. We'll not take that caravan cruiser for now. Okay, we need a society research, and Ancient Pulse Armor is kind of awkward. Yeah, I think we're going to end up going for probably energy siphons for now. That was not what I wanted to click on. Okay, something like this. Cool. So we're going to be attacking up over here with our
Hostile swarm
mercenaries,
engaged.
and that'll
Our
be fine.
hive
We'll
is
win
under
that.
attack.
We're attacking in Ziaman as well.
Our void
Actually,
hive
we
is
didn't
under
catch
attack.
them there.
Our space
I'm not
hive
sure
is
exactly
lost.
where they went. Oh, they went over to a lard. Okay. Noted. So Nithiscal is back under our control now.
Our hive is under attack.
What have we got going on here? Why is this not showing up as under our control on the map?
Crushing a hostile hive.
That's interesting. It looks like it should be. So we're going to turn around and make our way back up with our mercs. So that looks good. How are we doing in Franfred? 40% devastation, 985. Okay. So at this point, we're at
Our
107.
space hive is lost.
And we're definitely going to continue to push down and chase
Our
this
void
force.
hive is under
Basically, all we want here is to continue to push towards this status quo piece, right? That's the idea there. So these guys are potentially going to attack us over here. Corsairs that we hired resources from are coming to raid us. Okay, we'll offer them food. We don't want to fight
Our
them.
void hive is under attack.
So for the moment, that is fine. Oh, they must have actually landed up over here
Our space hive
on
is
Nithiscal
lost.
Prime. Yeah, they did. Okay. That's understandable.
Technology conceived.
They aren't actually going to take it, so that's fine. Encounter in Ramen finishes up. We do need another society research here. We're going to go for ship build speed, ship upkeep. That'll be fine. And, yep, fraud, sure. That's fine. We're kind of busy right now, so that is okay for the moment. We can definitely assign an envoy here. And we're just continuing to push through over this way. Our mercs are going to be up here pretty soon. We're very, very close there. And we're actually fighting over this way. They're going to definitely lose that. Okay. Head on back over to Cranodeth. 888 right now, and they're almost to 50% devastation, so that's looking solid.
Our space hive is lost.
And yeah, they're attacking us up over here. This is fully expected.
Our hive is
And we're going to arrive up here pretty quickly. Beautiful. So we'll start kicking them on out of here. Looks good. We do want to get out of this war relatively soon, right? So we win this battle over here. We're going to grab Xania back, and then we're going to head over this direction. Do they actually win here? Probably. Yeah, I think they do. Okay. So, especially with those reinforcements. That'll be fun. We just need to continue to... Did we lose this battle up here? Oh, okay, we must have. Yeah, they grouped together.
Our space hive is lost.
That's fine. Again, we can surrender to these guys anytime we want, and it's not actually a problem. We can make this last claim over here, and we can now, at this point, we can surrender to these guys. We don't actually care about this. We're going to lose our Empire influence gain, right? But we've already claimed all of this. So we surrender here. Yeah, these guys are going to turn away. There we go. No problem out over here. And we just want to come out over this direction and start pushing in over here as well. So that'll be fine. We can reinforce this fleet, and we can now focus in entirely on the Otharian Trade Association. And we lose functionally nothing from that. So that's wonderful. I'm going to continue to bombard here for the time being. And we just got these guys back. They're all up over here. Noted. So we're going to bring them over, and we'll start pushing in over this way. Yeah, we lose that war. We're still gaining over 5 influence per month, right? So that's actually really solid. I don't actually mind this. This is completely okay. Now, this fleet is at full strength once we get all of this built up, right? This fleet is going to need to be at full strength as well. We don't have a huge amount of production at this moment, but we are easily winning these engagements. So that is absolutely fine here. That is absolutely fine. We're not going to achieve war goals anytime soon, but that's okay. The Hive is indeed enduring. There's autonomous ship intellects. For the moment, let's grab gravitic sensors. Okay. We can also get a tradition here, and upkeep from jobs minus 5% sounds pretty good. So we'll do that for the moment. Okay, now I want to head over this direction and eliminate this Stellar Core. Or at least push down into Glitterum. So Franford is probably attackable at this point. 336? Yeah, it's definitely attackable. So we'll land here, and we need to start pushing... I think we'll push down this direction and clear out their strike core down here and just get this taken care of, right? So something along the lines of this for the moment. That'll do. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to take over the Otharian Trade Association. I don't think there's any way around this at this point. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including ALS Gamer, Shadow Wolf, Andy McGar, Spartan News, Nick Smarty, Dimitri H, Punching the Microphone, Soccerman12UK, Kentogan, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, you can click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time.